In today's video, we're getting a little controversial and deep diving into a debate that has been buzzing across the health world: juicing versus smoothies. Which one is actually better for your body? In this video, I am busting all of the myths that you might have heard about juicing and sharing the real facts so that you can decide whether you prefer juicing or blending or both. So first things first, besides the process, how does juicing actually differ from blending? Well, to put it simply, juicing essentially separates out the liquid from the pulp of the produce, leaving out most of the insoluble fiber in the process. On the other hand, smoothies keep it all. Skins, pulp, maybe even seeds. It's all ground up together inside of your blender on ice or even frozen produce, giving it that signature slush-like texture. Now, you can technically make juice in a blender by, of course, blending it up and then using either a fine mesh strainer or a cheesecloth bag to strain out the pulp. But after having done that process, I do find it to be a little bit easier to purchase a separate juicer machine to do all the hard work for you. If you want to learn more about the different types of juicers, you can check out my video 2026 Batch Juicing for Beginners, where I really do a deep dive into the masticating juicer. And if you want to learn a little bit more about centrifugal juicers, you can check out my review here of the Magic Bullet Mini Juicer. Juicer machines operate by extracting out nutrient-rich liquid from the pulp of the fruits and vegetables. The machine removes most of the fiber, allowing your body to more easily absorb the vitamins and nutrients that are inside of the juice. Now, this does make juicing a great option when you just want a quick nutrient boost, especially like a green juice after a workout or as part of a cleanse. Now, the downside of removing the fiber is that it does allow your body to more quickly absorb the natural sugars inside of the produce, which is why juicing sometimes gets a bad reputation for spiking your blood sugar. But there are ways to be very intentional about the contents of your juice and also how you're drinking your juice so that does not happen. By making juices that are more dominant in vegetables than fruit, you can really make sure that you're not overloading your system with those natural fruit sugars. Now, unlike juicers, blenders of course combine the whole fruits and vegetables, including the skins, which is where much of the fiber lives. This means that smoothies typically take longer for your body to digest them over juices, and they tend to keep you fuller for longer than a juice would. I think this makes smoothies more effective as a meal replacement option than juices because you can add in nuts, seeds, oats, or even protein powders to help your body take in a range of nutrients that it needs to function well. So, which is better? Here's the honest answer: neither one. Neither juicing nor smoothies are universally better. It all depends on your personal lifestyle and your nutritional goals. Choose juice if you want quick absorption, if you're fasting, if you want to hydrate yourself in a way other than drinking water, or if you just want something that can be prepped days in advance and stored in the fridge for a quick grab and go. You should choose a smoothie if you want more fiber and fullness, or if you're using it as a breakfast or meal replacement option. Both drinks are going to give you that raw plant power, just in slightly different ways. And to round out this video, I'm going to do a speed round of myth busting. I've seen one too many videos on the internet that attempt to deter people from juicing based on false or at least incomplete information. So here's the full picture. Myth number one: juice has no fiber. Not true, y'all. While smoothies, like I said, do have more fiber, juice does contain soluble fiber. And while much of the fiber that you're going to get from a fruit or vegetable does live inside of the skin or the peel, which tends to be removed during the juicing process, there is some amount of fiber that's coming through. So to say that there's absolutely no fiber is not a complete picture. And the truth is that your body needs both soluble and insoluble fiber. So really the most important piece of it is making sure that your diet has a range to it and that you're getting fiber and other nutrients from multiple different sources. Myth number two: juicing has more sugar than smoothies. Once again, not true. If you are using the same produce to juice or smooth or blend, then the amount of sugar is going to be the same regardless. This myth likely comes from what I talked about earlier, which is that juices contain less fiber than smoothies, which means your body is more quickly and easily going to absorb any sugars from the fruit. But no matter how you consume it, the same produce will bring the same amount of natural sugar. If anything, smoothies offer more opportunities to add in added sugars from things like almond milk, yogurt, or even syrups. Myth number three: juicing wastes food. Again, guys, not true. There's so many ways that you can repurpose your leftover pulp. The easiest lift is going to be to just throw it in a compost pile, but my personal favorite is to actually freeze the pulp and then blend it into a smoothie later. Or if you like to bake like me, then repurposing your pulp is a super easy way to level up the flavor and the moisture of your pastries. The real takeaway here is that balance is key. Whether you're team smoothie or team juice or both even, the goal is to just add in more fruits and vegetables into your diet. As always, guys, if you enjoyed today's content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you can stay in the loop on all my future tips and tricks. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see y'all later.